Hey YouTube, it's Chris and welcome to my next guide video. I know I said today I would be doing a for profit or for practice video to kickstart my series, but I've decided to do this video first as it is an important precursor to that. We're going to be doing a herblore habitat guide. It won't be an all-inclusive guide. It will be a sort of guide to get you going, a sort of beginning guide, so that you can go and start working on it for yourself and collecting the required items, because what we're going for today is the Juju Farming Potion. The Juju Farming Potion will significantly increase your farming profit in my profit video because it has a 1 in 3 chance of picking twice the amount of herbs from a farming patch, and it lasts 5 minutes, so basically one sip every run and you're good to go. To get to the herblore habitat, the minimum requirements are only 54 farming, 70 hunting, and 54 herblore. However, to get the requirements you need for the Juju Farming Potion, you're going to need 64 herblore, 74 hunting, and 61 farming. 59 construction is recommended, but if you don't have 59 construction, you can use 59,000 gold as a substitute. The only thing you absolutely need is a little bit of money. You can buy a teleport, the Juju Spirit Bag. It costs 2k from the person who sells it in Tablery, Betamax, or 2.2k from the Grand Exchange. It's a negligible cost, and I would recommend doing that as to not run there. But if you do want to run there, it is southeast of Shiloh Village, all the way up against that wall of water, that ocean right there. It's where you see all those big, huge vines that you can't run across. You got to find the place where you can jump across them. If you completed a Fairy Tale 3, you can use the magic watering can. You can buy watering cans there, but if you want the convenience of the magic watering can, you can choose to bring that, as I always do. Once you have everything you need, which will be probably right around 50k, more if you don't have the construction level. You might not even need 50k, it's pretty cheap. Once you have everything you need, you can teleport with your bag and proceed to the next part of the video, and I'll see you guys there. Alright everyone, so once you get here at the herblore habitat, the first thing you're going to want to do is talk to the crazy witch doctor, Papa Mambo. He'll ask you two options. One is about his laughing. You're asking why he's laughing, or the other one is what is this place. If you go through the what is this place section, just keep spamming through the text, or read it if you choose. It's pretty useless. He'll give you one of each seed. You don't really need to do that if you don't want to. He doesn't offer any sort of guide or advice. I would recommend going straight to trade and buying 10 of each seed. For the sake of the video, I'm only buying one. I would probably start. It doesn't matter which one. They all work for the first purpose. But after you have the seed that you want, you're going to need to buy the farming tools if you don't have them already. A watering can if you don't have your magic watering can. All this stuff, it comes on your toolbar, but if they're not on your tool belt already, you can buy them. I don't know why these items are here. They never seem to be in stock. It's probably something you have to do to get those, but once you get your seed, you go south past the climbable vine into the farming area. And as you'll see, there is a rake fruit tree patch, a rake vine flower patch. You can rake the vine herb patch, or you can rake the vine bush patch. In the middle there is an empty feature patch. On top of this, you build various things. This is where the construction comes into play. If you don't have the construction level to build it, you will pay gold in the amount of 1,000 for each level. So to build the level 65 pond, you would pay 65k if you don't have level 65 construction. The one we will need in this video is the 59 thermal vent, although you don't need to build it yet, which will require either 59 construction or 59k. There are no materials needed or costs involved if you have the construction level. You don't even need a hammer or a saw. The first thing you're going to want to do if you haven't been here before is go to the rake vine flower patch and rake this out. You can make your own super compost here. I don't personally use compost, but you can. I do use it, but it's just not in the herblore habitat. Use your seed on it, and use your magic watering can on it. Now it takes a minute for them to spawn, and you can go to the Jinko requirements on this guy right here. As you can see, I have found common Jinkos at 70 hunter. It'll give you information. You can go back. It'll tell you how they're found. Grow any of the vine flowers. And once they come up, what you're going to want to do is, you can see they're already up. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to catch them. If it's your first time summoning them, you'll get a message pop up when they finally show up. It took me a while on my first one, saying you have discovered how to attract common Jinkos. What you now do is you go trade the witch doctor again, and you buy 5 of these traps. They're very similar to Chinchompa traps for those of you who have already done Chinchompa hunting, which a lot of you probably already have if you have the required hunter level. My personal method of laying them out is that I go up on this little, where this thing starts to go up right here, and I just lay them in a diagonal pattern, as you will see now, along these darker colored squares. I don't know if you can see the squares when you're not on low detail. I've been having some lag issues today, so I decided to go to low detail. It's all personal preference, really. This is just where I seem to have the most luck with my traps. Alright, I'll give that a minute, and I'll show you guys how this works. Sometimes they will wilt the trap, and it won't work, and you have to relay it. You'll always get a tail, a vine, I'm assuming that's a tail, of the Jadenko that you caught. They will also sometimes yield seeds and various little things like that. And we're going to be looking for those seeds today because we're trying to attract what we call an igneous Jadenko, which will drop the vine required for the potion we're making for our Juju farming potions. The habitat that you need to have set up in order to get the igneous Jadenko is a blue vine blossom, a lurgberry bush, a thermal vent, and an orange tree. It took me a second there. The orange tree you can buy at the Grand Exchange and plant, and I'll show you about that in a minute. And the vine, the blue vine blossom, is the one you buy from the store. And the lurgberry bush can be attained with these Jadenkos right here. You catch enough of them, you will eventually receive one. I already have one banked. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video, showing you guys how this works. It may take a while, it may take one time, you don't know. I think the drop rate is in the single digit percentages though, so I would give it a little bit. It doesn't take that long. Make sure your plant doesn't die. Once the plant's removed, you'll give it a minute and they'll leave. I'm not 100% sure how to make them leave any faster. You can always have him ward them off for striped tails, but I don't know where those are, so. I'm going to go ahead now, once you have this down, continue doing this, and I'm going to skip to the part of the video where you have the lurgberry bush. Alright guys, so once you got your lurgberry seeds, you're going to want to get an orange sapling, a blue blossom seed, which can be bought from Papa Mambo, and the lurgberry seed that you just got. If you don't know how to use how to make saplings for trees, it will be explained in my for practice video on my farming, which will come up tomorrow or later today. It's not that hard. All you do is take the seed, put it in a plant pot, water it, and wait a second. But if you want to see a more in-depth version of it, I'll go over it in that video. After you rake the patch like I just did, you're going to put your orange sapling in it. Then you're going to come over here to where my other vine just was and put the blue blossom in it. You're going to go to the bush patch, put the lurgberry bush in it, because it is a bush seed. Don't forget to water this stuff, guys. I'm pretty sure the blossom needs watering. Then you go to this over here, and you build a thermal vent, pay your 59k, or use your construction. And we just wait for a minute. Now, it's good for you guys to note who are really serious about farming, that once you get higher level in the 3 skills used in Herblore Habitat, you can catch things called Jadenko Gods, and after you catch all 3 of them in a week, as well as all of the regular Jadenkos, you can get a Witch Doctor's Mask, which provides unlimited teleports to this area, which can add a really, really great thing to your run, because you can hit an extra fruit tree patch and an extra herb patch. I don't think those actually work for regular herbs. You can get an extra fruit tree patch on your tree runs if you decide to grow fruit trees in addition to that. I'm now going to wait and pause the video until the igneous Jadenkos pop up and the message shows right here, and then we'll proceed from there. Alright everyone, so once your plants are up and growing, you're going to want to come down here to hunt the igneous Jadenkos. You go over the south wall and come to this corner, seems to be the best place to catch them. You're going to collect as many tails as you want. It is the ingredient that you're looking for right now. You want to catch as many as you can. I'm probably just going to do it until one of the plants dies and they leave, or however that works. Or until I get 150 or so. You're looking for something called an Ugoon herb. These don't actually drop the seed for that. It's a pretty rare seed. The common Jadenkos drop it, so if you couldn't find it before, you could always go back to that now and get it there. Or you can exchange it for favorite points. It should be noted that these Jadenkos give a fair amount of experience. and that even at a high level hunter, it's not exactly a bad thing to hunt them. I'm 94 hunter, and I get a pretty fair amount of XP per Jadinko, so this isn't exactly an unproductive activity. You're kind of killing two birds with one stone. Please note that herb seeds, like I said before, are very rare. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pay the farmer to watch them if you're not going to be here the entire time. And for the Ugun herb, he will charge you 3 blue vine blossoms. So you're going to have to grow this plant 3 times. That would take like 10 minutes. It's not that big of a deal, and it's a great investment to protect your seeds. I would also recommend having a scroll of life, as it would make it possible to get the seed back 1 in 10 times, which is also good, because it would save you the effort of having to go through the Jadinkos again. Once you've collected as many tails as you want, you can either go back to hunting the common Jadinkos, or go back and buy it with the favor points in the Jadinko lair, but whichever you choose, I will see you in the next part of the video, where we're going to go over making the Juju farming potion. Alright guys, so after a substantial amount of time, 62 tails and a lot of XP, I finally got an Ugun seed. So now we're going to proceed to this part of the video. I don't care about any of these other seeds except the lurk. I got 10 lurkberry seeds in the time that I was waiting, which is good because now I won't have to do that next time, and I'll be able to go straight back into the hunting for the vines and for the seed. I won't have to look for the seed the first time. Once you have all the things you need, you will go over to this area right here, and you're going to want to rake the vine herb patch. And just plant your seed. And you're going to pick my blue blossoms. So go bank all my stuff. And I'm going to be doing Jadinko fire making while I'm waiting for the 80 minutes, but I'm going to be coming up every few minutes, every 10 minutes or so, to make sure that my herb is not dying. This is a great alternative if you don't have the materials required to pay just yet. I don't need any of this. Alright, so once you bank all that, you can go do whatever you want, and I'll see you guys in 80 minutes. Alright everyone, so after your 80 minutes is up and you're done doing whatever you're doing, you're going to go ahead and pick your herbs from the vine. Hopefully we'll get a decent run. We did not get a decent run. We'll run over the wall. And we're going to go buy some Juju vials. Juju vial of water. We're going to buy 3 of them. Clean these herbs. Still not used to that new system. Use them on the jar. Make these potions. Use this on that. And make these Juju farming potions. And that's it guys, all your hard work just paid off. You now have your Juju farming potion. That guy looks rich. And you can now begin to do the for profit or for practice farming guide once it goes up, which should be tomorrow. Early tomorrow, I'll probably get that out for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Remember to subscribe to see more from the series. Like my video if you liked it. Feel free to dislike it if you didn't think it was that helpful. Comment your opinions and what you would like to see in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.